is at the moment. Her brother's sitting behind the thicket still and hasn't come out. She, of course, is lying nicely out in the open. But interestingly, we've got bushbuck alarming just to the south of us. And I wonder, like I said just now, we had squirrels alarm calling, now bushbuck alarm calling. If there isn't another leopard that's lurking here, wouldn't it be quite something if we didn't have just these two, but we had the other two arrive in the form of Tundi and Tumba as well? That would certainly make for quite some sighting. But look at her, she's a very pretty cat. She's so serious for her age. She always has this very serious look about her. What are you watching? I can hear now Franklin's also alarm calling behind us. Look, you can see she's now looking in the direction of the Franklins as well. I wonder what's going on. Maybe, just maybe, we might see another leopard arrive. It wouldn't be for the first time this week that we've had a unexpected intruder get into this area. We had that sighting with Tumba and Tingana, so you never know. And if there's been sign of a carcass, there might be a bit of a smell around or something like that, and then potentially she's picked it up, or one of them have picked it up and come and looked. We also can't write off Tingana. He moves around quite a bit, so he could also be in this vicinity. But certainly there's somebody else causing a disturbance, and it's not these two. The sound of the bushbuck alarm calling and the Franklins is quite far from where we are. It's south of us towards the camp itself, so it's definitely a different animal making a disturbance there. But she is so beautiful. She is looking more and more regal as the days are going. Mary, you say looks so much like her mom. It's incredible actually how much she does look like her mom. And as the days go by, it seems as though she just gets more and more similar. As she's bulking out a little bit, she's starting to get in that same look about her. It really is quite eerie, the resemblance. It's amazing sometimes when you can see a resemblance of cats between mom and its daughter. It really is an incredible thing. So super glad that she does look like Karula, because it will just be a good reminder for all of us as time goes on that she is still around. And like I say, I really hope that she's going to be the dominant female in this northern parts of Djuma. It will be amazing if we have her for many years to come and she becomes that individual that spends all her time here. So Patricia, you say that James Henry calls Xongile the Cindy Crawford of leopards because of her little spot that looks like the mole of Cindy Crawford. So that's why she's gotten that nickname from James. Well, James, I think that's a very accurate description, and I'm sure James and Brent and Jamie will be so happy to see the two of them. I know that they really miss these two cubs, and I'm sure they'll be glad to get an update on them. And just also need to send a big sort of shout out to our Mara team on a job well done this morning. They did their TV show and it sounded like it was an amazing show, and they did super well. So well done all of you guys up there. They've made us all proud, and they certainly have carried the banner of Safari Live incredibly well over the last few weeks, as they've shown the absolute epicness that is the Masai Mara. So very well done, guys, and I hope some of them are watching back in Kenya. I don't know if they are. They probably are all enjoying some apple juices in the sun, I would imagine. She's up again. She's far more restless. She's a lot like Tumba in that she moves around a lot. Look, now she's smelling. I'm just going to take this opportunity to just move a little bit and to reposition ourselves so that we can maybe try and see Hosana as well. Because Hosana is just off to the left, and if I can creep in here, then we might be able to see not only her, but the little brother as well. Or bigger brother, should we say. He's, of course, fast asleep at the moment. He's not really too fazed by what's going on. There we go. So there she is, sitting. What's wrong, girl? And there's Hosana. Is she going to go lie with him? This will be so cool if the two of them go rub up against one another. There we go, look. Come on. There we go. Look at that, guys. There's the two of them together. Lots of rubbing up. How's that for a sweet moment? That is extra special. Let's just move a little bit here. Sorry, Seb, I'm going to just move forward. Also, there's somebody else that's coming into the sighting, so if we can just move slightly forward, then we can get ourselves position that they can also join and see what's going on. But look at that, guys, isn't that cool? We've got the two of them face to face, well, head behind head, as they were many moons ago. I'm sure there's a lot of pictures of those two as little cubs exactly like that. How cool is this? Absolutely epic. Now, one leopard is special, two leopards is even better, but the two royal cubs is the best way to spend a cat a day. So hopefully you're all enjoying it as much as what we are, because it is seriously special to have the two of them sitting like this. These times that we're going to share like this are going to get less and less as time goes on, and so it really is amazing. Brenda, you say happiness, and well, Brenda, your word happiness is, I think, the perfect time to do a one-word tweet as to what this makes you guys feel. The two leopards, two royal cubs back together again for the first time for a long time that we've seen. So one-word tweet, how does this sighting make you feel? #SafariLive on Twitter. I just want to try and look at that. Hosana, you're looking beautiful, my boy. Still not a mark on the face. Now, I know a lot of you at one stage said that Hosana was attacked by Tingana. Well, there certainly was no evidence of Tingana being in any way making contact with Hosana. There's not a single scar on that face anywhere, and when leopards fight, they generally will fight facing one another so that they can protect themselves, and if there's no scars on him, I doubt Tingana ever made contact with Hosana. I think it was more a case that he was just vocal towards Hosana and asserted himself as the dominant male, so certainly no issue, I don't think. Oh, look at that on his back. Guys, how cool is this? The serious daughter and, well, serious sister and the playful brother at this stage. Hosana, what are you doing? Now, it'll be... At one point there, his tongue was hanging out a little bit, and I was wondering if we would have a little tongue-out cat. Laura, you say legacy? Well, most certainly is a very good legacy that we've got here of the two of them. And like I say, to see the two together and lying like this and rubbing up on one another and being in each other's company is an incredible experience, and one that's, like I say, the days are numbered that we're going to see these two. So it certainly is a legacy, and these will be screenshots that all of you, I hope, will be taking, and to remember these two very fondly as individuals that spent a lot of time together. Oh. Ladybugs and daisies, you say warm and fuzzy. So warm and fuzzy, one word, no spaces. That's okay. We either like that too. It is certainly makes the heart feel warm and fuzzy when you see these two together like this. You can see they're just watching the coming and goings of the vehicles, the varying vehicles that are around. There's quite a number of them at the moment, so I think, like I say, it's a popular sighting with given everybody that wants to come and see these two. They certainly are legends already at this young age within this particular section. Listen to, look at how she listens and picks up everything around her. Linda, you say nostalgic? Well, I think that's probably one of the better ones, given that it's something we haven't seen in so long, and it's definitely a reminder of times where we were fortunate and that we had them most days and saw so much of their lives when they were younger. So it definitely does bring up a lot of memories. I'm sure a lot of you have really good memories of these two lying just like this with one another. It's just much bigger versions of themselves now. They certainly are a lot larger than when I last saw Hosana. He's grown a little bit already, and Xongile is filling out day by day. The more I see her, the bigger she looks, which is fantastic. Now, I wonder if Taylor has managed to get herself to Chitwa Dam and is there sitting and seeing what's happening. But let's go across and see what she's been doing and what her adventures have been like this afternoon.